Welcome back to Popson. Hi, let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're playing as Finland, we're going for Crossing the Finnish Line. We have to still make a continuous line down to the Cape. Our line is, it's progressing, unfortunately, we annoyed a few people last time we played, including Mr. O here, who has chosen to join a coalition against us, which we kinda went into, well, with open eyes, didn't we? Why do we have a merchant? I mean, I'm not complaining. Must be a trade node of ours doing well. Useful. Wow. That is pretty useless. Let's go to this map mode and find ourselves a place to steer. We could technically collect in Lübeck, but I don't think that's gonna do tons for us. From Saxony, which has a decent amount of money, and we would get into it. Same goes with the difference being the wrong direction. Kiev money is still going. Not a lot, so that's probably not a huge deal. On Astrakhan, and it's an inland node, so we could get a lot of oomph here. Money's actually going. Kazan combines the fact that it's an inland trade node with us actually having some trade power there. It has the disadvantage that it's not quite as rich as the other nodes. But I think I'm kinda into that. Let's send some Iriki in there. Are all Finns called Iriki? Game somehow seems to make me think that. Or seems to want to make me think that. We have okay money. We're swimming in mod points as always. Tech is far away as always. So we should probably go ahead and develop a bunch before I do anything else. Because I'm just gonna unpause and then get fudged by the fact that we are overcapping. Look at a place like Rostock maybe, which has encouraged going already. Sure. Just plop down a little bit. There you go. How did the development? Oh, it turned off our ability to take Diplotech, and therefore this is no longer red. It makes sense on some certain level. I've been playing a bunch of Victoria 3 in my off time. I know I said I wanted to do it with you folks, and I still do. But I played it late at night when I was, well, late at night. Well, some of it was late at night when I really shouldn't have been playing. When I was not fit to do recording anymore. And I played it with my brother, which also made it less of an option for recording. Not an option. I have recorded with my brother before, in the very, very early days of this channel. We played some Hearthstone together with a horrible recording where we both sat in front of the cards in hand because I didn't pay enough attention to our output. Yeah, early days of a channel, wasn't it? Nobody watched it, so it's fine, but still. It's out there. If you want to watch some terribly orchestrated, it wasn't. I mean, I'm not going to say it was great content, but the biggest problem with it, though, is that I didn't really pay any attention to properly producing a video there. Not that I do now. I'm not saying that I do now. You kind of annoy me. I wonder if it's going to be worth to deal with that. Where are they at? They're in the Baltic. They have 40% trade power in the Baltic. That's a lot. Because we have combat navy. It is in use for generating trade, but it's not generating lots of trade, right? Because it's just the... all we're getting is the one extra trade power from the trade route map. If I grab these guys, had them hunt pirates in the Baltic, I'm sure that would fudge up these spreads. It's not going to actually kill them. They don't actually hunt pirates. You just make it inefficient for them to be pirating. Send them to their hidey holes or something. Whatever. Yeah. See, that attack power goes down like crazy. Their efficiency is down. And they're probably going to run away anytime soon. The question is, do they run to Lübeck? Do we have to keep going around chasing them, or do we not? Speaking of not doing, I'm still kind of waiting or hoping for Mr. O to not declare any wars on us. Would like that coalition to not fire. Just keep our head down. Be nice and friendly. Keep getting 50 admin power events, I suppose. I'm not going to complain, even though it means I have to do development again. Hamburg, though, doesn't even have encouraged development. It's going to be okay. Edict and courage. And then throw some very cheap points into Hamburg. That's not too shabby at all. How do we want to do this? I'm going to do like 1 dip, 2 dip clicks. And then I'm going to alternate these. It's as always it's still super cheap. It's as always the question of which development do you want to get for the lowest price, because the more development there is in the province, the more expensive it is to do development. So if you have a bunch of different monarch points you're going to develop in, use the most valuable ones first. Assuming you're going to use all of them. If you don't use all of them, then obviously just don't use them. Let's do 1 more admin, I think. And then grab that admin. I think these are positive stab events that were converted into admin power events because we had 3 stab. Which is inefficient. Clearly its stability is worth more than 50 admin, but still nice to have. Again, cannot complain. Infinite amounts. We actually have claims on the Ottomans. Oh, they probably ate somebody that we had claims on. What else are we doing here? Fabricating on the Ottomans, we're fabricating on Timmy, which is more important even. And we're spying on Mr. M, which is going to be relevant eventually. Timmy not joined the coalition, that is unfortunate. It means 2 things. It means, well, it means 3 things, I guess. One is the coalition now actually has a chance to fire, I think? Does that even matter? No, I don't think it actually matters. I think they won't join a coalition unless there's at least 4 members. But there's no requirement for 4 members to be around. Oh good, they're in a different war though. There's no requirement for 4 members to be around to declare. So that doesn't matter. But now we won't be able to, once we have our claim on Timmy, we won't be able to attack Timmy and use that claim or that war to break up the coalition. Because now when we attack Timmy, we're attacking the coalition. I wish it told me somewhere. I mean, I guess I can check my own screen. Otto, Mara, Timmy, Trans-O, and Baluchistan. I think that's pretty much everybody who hates me. Khorasan is still on the list. And I mean, in 1619 there's Russia and Mr. M. No, Mr. M's later, but I have to be very, very wary of the Russian thing. No, the Ottomans and the Russian hate each other. They don't hate each other anymore. That's even more reason to be wary of that. I don't know if rivalries preclude people from joining coalitions together. But since they're not actually rivaled, that is not even a question we would need to ask. So Khorasan is the one person around that we could still stop. But they're allied to Mr. O. So, also we don't have a claim. And it's not going to make a huge difference whether Khorasan is in this or not. I just I'd like to keep the coalition as small as possible to reduce the chance of being coalition or being attacked as much as possible. Could plot down more harbors. It's not great. Put down a property appraiser in... Oh, we don't really have a good place, do we? Because we're not actually steering from Astrakhan? No, that doesn't help. Naval force limit, army tradition. Not really. Company depot. Oh, that's the harbor thing we've been building, yeah. Tax modifier. I don't know. Might be better to just invest into proper infrastructure in our home country. Like Ustjuk. These are all fine. These are not the worst. Oh, we got discovered in the O. That's unfortunate. I mean, they're not the best either. They're not terrible. Let's up these. And you. Let's come home from the stove. I do want spy network on them, but... Oh, that's not our battle. I got scared there for a moment. But that is Gazimuk and a jam. Maybe we shouldn't have given military access to the Mamluks, because now the Ottomans have military access and they can go through here. Which we kind of didn't want necessarily. I mean, it helps them with their war. It's what I don't want. Might speed it up. And also, they cause us attrition by walking through our own troops. Not very nice. Not very nice at all. Regency ends. That's probably good. We're shifting... We're shifting a dip to an admin. No. The other way around, right? We're shifting an admin to a dip and we're gaining 1 mil. Slightly more balanced and slightly better, but the idea cost reduction would have been nice to use if we had ideas to do, but we don't. Ottomans making claims on us, I mean, that is kind of to be expected at this point in time. Do we actually care about the last tier here? We do. We do. I don't know what I would want, but I want something here. Monarch Diplo skill, no stab loss on Monarch death. I mean, since we don't have a huge issue with Monarch Poise, that's probably not what we're looking for. It's still nice though. But it might just be political absolutism. Speaking of absolutism, oh, there's still lots of room. Lots and lots and lots of room. What do we need to do? Oh, we have tons of things going in this age. Excellent. That means that we can probably grab either admin efficiency or absolute government soon. Probably absolute government, just so this starts ticking up. That seems reasonable. Sure. We also upped our force limit. Good lord, look at all these Ottomans. Look at all these Ottomaniacs. Do I want more cannon? I feel like I want more cannon. Let's add 10 cannon. 3 infantry. Go to full size. Hopefully this auto train is going to pass. I mean, ideally it's going to pass us by. It's going to pass us by. But we don't know that that's going to happen. Wait, wasn't Hamburg at like 29 when we left? Apparently not. Maybe I misread something. Yeah, I put way more into Hamburg than I should have. Is Hamburg not even this list anymore? Okay, now I'm kind of interested. Oh. Yeah. I was looking at this number. I should have been looking at that number. So we wasted a bunch of points because we did very expensive development here in Hamburg for the last clicks. It happened. I have Lauenburg with some salt in it. And that's about it. Now Lauenburg is in the right trade node, right? It is. Good. It is in the same state as Hamburg. So it already has encouraged development going. Yeah. So we don't want to overdo it here. Just drop a few like this maybe. And we're gonna get there again and again and again and again. I wonder what the better solution would be. Gameplay wise. I do wonder if I can come up with something, some game design idea where excess monarch points just get used in a nice way. I don't know what the way that would be. I just don't like the way we have it right now. We could use more manpower. If we were to talk to our common friends here and say, can I trade some favors for soldiers? 5 thou. If we were to do that same thing to you, 6 thou. You can only grab that. I just did that to you, right? I'm pretty sure I did soldiers, not... Yeah, I did. Not sailors. But we're probably also capped on favors here. Not quite. We're capped on trust, so that's nice. I was thinking we may want to invest into trust, and we might want to do that here, actually. Just in case that helps with the defense against Mr. O. And what about Diplo? What about it? Rock is kind of big. Don't think that any of these alliances would help us in the grand scheme of things. Like Saxony, 28,000 men. It's more blood to drink, I suppose. Newfoundland claiming Takam. Sure, Newfoundland. I mean, they're doing it for their overlord. So it's not actually a useless move on their side. It's just... Oh, I wouldn't even be able to claim any more land from you, would I? So I don't really need to fabricate on you anymore. I still might want to. Does that help in any way, shape, or form? They think they want military access right now. They have it. Don't think it helps. I'm gonna do it anyway. Doesn't cost me anything. And there's a chance that they don't immediately cancel it and therefore put themselves into a position where they have to cancel first and then declare war. I don't know that that makes any difference whatsoever. But it's kind of free. That's what I'm looking for here. Transo, you... Maybe we want to be nice to Transo. And it's a lot to overcome. I don't think we're going to get them out of coalition range. But there might be a chance. Also, monarch points. So many monarch points. Bergetsk. Bergetsk is kind of cruddy though, isn't it? I mean, it's cheap to develop because it's small. But it's not actually cheap to develop in. Let's take Vapuri. Oh, we already have development cost reduction here. Then it's not that cheap, but... yeah. I'm sure you can hear from my voice that I'm not... not super arsed to fully min-max that anymore. Not because I think we've won this yet. This is still very scary. But because these monarch points, they seem minuscule in importance right now. Minuscule indeed. Should we be doing anything with you? Can't see your land because we own all your land. Okay. At some point we need to start reducing these edicts. Because we want to get absolutism back. And most of these, if not all of these, should be eating absolutism. Don't even know where I would start though. How about this one? This isn't really useful, is it? Makes my ships... I mean, it makes me money. So I guess we might not want to get rid of it just yet. But yeah, it's probably the worst one there. Here it might be missionary strength. Tempted to just drop that now. Revoking, what if a religious society was removed from our Catholic provinces with an accepted culture over the culture in the Nordic culture group? Heretic culture was removed from our provinces and accepted culture without a culture in the Nordic culture group. What were these? If I go to you... Heretic culture... Oh yeah. That's actually not great. I mean, this is nice. Does it go for accepted cultures too? I mean, that's a pretty big boon. Boon, 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 boon. Accepted culture, yeah. Huh. So there's actually a lot more value here than the eye can see. Kind of want to remove any of those. And I guess we don't super need the high loyalty equilibrium anymore if we're no longer stealing their land. It's kind of nice to have though, isn't it? Are we running an improved relations guy, by the way? We are. Don't know that I have anything else I can do to be better at improving relations. Brace the counter-reformation. I'm probably not going to do it. Declaration of indulgence, state firearms, no. I wonder if we should be drilling a little. We should probably do better words. We should probably be drilling a little, or even a lot. I think I'm going to turn on state firearm regiments and do some drilling. It's slightly risky, but we're not going to drill all our troops. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. What the heck are my ideas here? State firearm regiments, so we get 40% more drill. And unclick the abolish button. Drill you. Stopped suppressing rebels, but we're gonna suppress with these guys instead. These guys. You can only drill when you have a general. So we have these stacks anyway who are not currently able to drill. You can drill if you want to. You can suppress, you don't really need to, but hey. What's risky about this is that drilling puts you to zero morale. So we have to be slightly careful to not be overrun by Ottomans right now. And I don't know that we have huge ability to be... Well, right now they're not going to do it because they're at war. But... Wait, no neighboring... Why am I even fabricating on the Mamluks if I can't make claims? And we have the Hormuzhian cores. Why am I fabricating on the Mamluks? What's the point? Just to stop aggressive expansion? Don't know. I'm sure I had a reason. Okay, we rule. Now this, though. Do we still have claims on the Russians? We have Ryazan. I should probably be spying on the Russians instead. Not because I want to attack the Russian, or say it differently. Infertile? Oof. That might be an issue. Not because I am interested in taking land from the Russians, not at all. Well, not at all. It's still clay. But I don't think we should be taking it. But because I really don't want the Russians to be in the coalition. Australand. Why are you so cheap? Why are you so cheap, Australand? Let's get me there. There. I'm gonna finish my thought in a moment, maybe. There's a chance I will finish my thought in a moment. If I remember what my thought was. That's why I'm saying there's a chance. Why I'm saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Right. We really don't want to be at the receiving end of a Russian plus Ottoman coalition. That would be very, very painful. Not only because it's a lot of troops, but it's because it's a lot of front line, right? That is... oof. Actually, thinking about it, we should probably be dropping some forts in some strategic places against the Russian. So we have a little more time to react. Forest in Ustshina. If it was Vologda, it would still be fine, right? Yeah, I think so. They could move into Bezhetsk, but then they had to go to Tver. So that's fine. They can go to Ustshina, but then they have to go to Vologda, I think. So I think I'm going to drop a fort here. Should also consider upgrading all our forts. I think I've talked about this before and then didn't do it. Shenkursk, Solchi, Vukotosk. Solchi once again should be fine, I think. Except there's no room. Does Shenkursk have room? It does. Guess we do that, then we get some border invasion here, but that's okay. Oh, but Shenkursk also doesn't have room. It said it does, but it does not. Okay, Kargopol. We're already building, no, we're building in Volsk. So I guess I'm dropping one in Kargopol then. To at least bar them from going any deeper into my territory. Like that. We have Vologda. We have some stuff there. And then I want to look at maybe Borizo. Fortunately, these are not defendable places. There's no forest or anything, which was good when we came here, but it's now kind of bad for us. But I think I still... What does that stop? Does that stop anything? Not much. Not much at all, because there's no hinterlands to protect. This doesn't really do tons. We can afford it, right? I swear, I do not make that pun with the intention of making a pun. It just comes out naturally. Probably because forts are so expensive, and therefore naturally my thoughts go to affording things. Terrible. Okay, then we have Kartli as a fort, protecting Kars, but not Yerevan. The Hakkari Mountains are a nice spot there. We had a fort in Yerevan. The cathedral. Doesn't matter for us. Fort place. And then we have you protecting Astara, but not Ardabil. Can't really put a fort in Ardabil unless we do another point of development. Which I guess we can, because we're swimming in it. Oh. Fort. It's not too shabby. And then we should probably be looking into upgrading our existing forts. Which we can do through this, sort by price. And all the cheap ones should be existing ones. Oh, then we run out of money. Fine. In case it's not clear, the idea behind it is to, because we have such a stretched out front, to keep people busy on forts while we have, well, so we have time to respond, because we can't just have troops everywhere. We need to be able to concentrate our troops where we need them. I mean, you're half price level 3. So I guess it's you, Yuri. I choose you. I don't like the infertility here. Do we have any marriages going on? 2. Why are we not married to more people? We are married to you. And we are married to you. I guess we don't have any subjects to get married to anymore. Oh, we are allowed to Bachmanus. I forgot about that. But I probably can't marry Bachmanus, can I? No. Influenza. Well, quarantine the port and let them die. What am I actually looking for? I have 1 leftover diplo relations. Oh, we have a vassal. Right, Hormuz is my vassal, but we can't marry them because they are filthy Sunnis. We should go ahead and prove their opinion of us. And then we might look into force converting them. Although since they're Sunni, they're going to be quite irate. There's really no point in fabricating or spying on Timmy, is there? Well, no point. Would be kind of useful to have spy network during the war, but not lots useful. Not useful enough to make it actually do it. Gain a bunch of ducats, lose a bunch of papal influence and clergy loyalty. Eh. I mean, I like the ducats now to build more forts. Would be nice. But it's not particularly relevant. We're still making some dosh. Iron working. Price of iron. Oh, price of copper changes. That's slightly sad. My Dalaskogan. My crazy mine. It's no longer as crazy. Good thing we didn't invest again. Although I do wonder if even my first investment is going to pay off. Now with that price drop. Speaking of price drop, we're going to do a mic drop here. We're going to put a cut in here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have anything to say, well, if you like the thing, then like the thing. If you're not subscribed to the thing, then subscribe to the thing. And if you want to talk about the thing, then, well, do it. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.